How many does that make?
We ignored the first 2 and recorded the last 3.
I better have another word with the DCI.
She sounds like a right nutter.
Yeah.
Do you really think Maggie's in danger?
Not bad.
They're a bit cagey. We'll break them down. In time.
And natural causes?
Have to wait for the post-mortem report to answer that. Who knows? Might have been a lovely way to go.
All right, Dave. All yours. Oh, God, what stone did you crawl out from under?
Go on, Chief. I chased this one right up my street.
Yes, right up your street.
Give me a stake.
It wouldn't be principle. Why don't you go and cover a war somewhere?
Do us a favour.
Do us a favour. Get lost.
Give me a minute. 1 minute with her.
A minute? You're a fast worker, Snape.
I need some copy. Attributable.
Is your credit good?
Checkbook over at the ready, darling.
All right. Dave.
You call yourself a
I
journalist?
work for my living, same as you.
Can we put these ladies into safe custody?
Oh, sure. Can I lock some of them in your office?
Hey, leave off. What's getting to you?
I mean, what do you think I'm running here? The Seven Dials Hilton? I mean, how do you want them? Singles, doubles, or all banged up together?
OK, all right.
Yeah. Yes, Mother, I know that. But there hasn't been much time, has there?
When you're finished, I want you in there.
Oh, Mike Turnbull phone. Not in a very good mood.
You noticed. Someone upset you? Sorry.
Now, you tell me a man was carried out there dead this morning?
Very.
I don't want to know who he was, what he was, and in particular what he was doing in that fun factory.
Yeah, well, the who you know.
Mr. Lionel Lodge.
As to what, we've only got his personal effects to go on. Seems he was a civil servant, Whitehall and all that.
Married.
Wife's name Lucinda, address St Anne's Close, Earlsfield.
You know it?
There's a big cemetery there.
Quiet area?
Not a lot happening, no.
Anybody care to put me in the picture?
Yes, and Mr. Lionel Lodge was found dead in a bordello early hours this morning.
Natural causes?
Well, he was discovered bound and gagged and upside down in a closet with a silly grin on his face. That's the one, yeah.
How the hell do I explain that to his widow?
With difficulty.
I want you to have a word with her.
What, the widow?
No. Selina Dessard. I don't want to talk into the press. Convince her it would be an unwise move. Use your charm.
Well, 10 years ago, I might have stood a chance. Today, no way. Outside business hours, she likes them young and wholesome.
Well, don't look at me.
Well, I am looking at you. Now, listen, what Selina wants in terms of incentive she can have so long as I get an undertaking in return. Understood? Right, now, tell me more about this Madame Selina Dessard.
How much of this you heard?
Well, only bits. Listen, Gov, I'm going up the wall downstairs. I mean, I suppose you know we've had an influx of Toms. I've personally processed 8.
You boasting or complaining? Now, do we take this seriously?
Well, let's put it this way. Some of what was said made my back hair stand on end.
All right.
Me? No. Apart from the fact I've had little or no time, I assume that you would...
You assume too much, Sergeant. Now, you send someone to tell Mrs. Lucinda Lodge that we need her to identify the body of a man that we believe to be her husband before the post-mortem examination, and then tell her that I want to see her.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Someone's got to be joking.
WPC hanky, sir.
Thank you. You okay?
I'm fine, sir. Apart from being poorer.
How much?
£30.
Now, Sergeant Bryan tells me you were taking a shower when this took place.
I'd been on a garage swoop. Stolen batteries. Messy. When we got back to
When?
A week, 10 days ago, remember? We were in the pub. Big event. You called for a round.
What's this leading up to?
You opened your wallet to pay and you said...
Oh, I said I could have sworn I had 25 quid in here, that's it?
How much do you reckon you had missing?
2 fives.
There is one about. Keep it under your...
Don't wear a hat.
You should. Cover that ball spot.
Oh, leave off.
Am I being singled out for special treatment?
Would it worry you?
If I thought for one moment that somebody was being vindictive, yes, it would worry me a hell of a lot. Well, you've made it plain you don't trust me.
Not true.
What about the Slater episode? You kept me in the dark for months. Why? Don't tell me. Don't let the right hand know what the left hand's doing. I thought we had a working relationship.
We do.
You're not just colleagues, but friends.
We are.
Well, then give me a hint.
Well, it's right here. What's your firearms classification?
Failed.
Exactly.
Don't like guns.
Well, you're going to have to learn to live with them, aren't you? D11 wants to uprate your firearms classification. This document says personal tuition as from today, all right?
Time?
Find it.
Workload?
Delegate.
You serious?
Very.
Bill. Look, I've got a woman coming in. Up till yesterday, she was a normal, happily married, inverted commas, ordinary suburban housewife. As from tomorrow, she could be the prime target of the gutter press.
How come?
Her husband, Mr. Lionel Lodge, was found dead in very peculiar circumstances.
Like?
Well, when Jake found him, he was hanging upside down in a wardrobe in a house run by a kinky caper-tom named Selina de Sard.
Go on.
This Mr. Lodge, he worked for one of the ministries, Whitehall. He could be a very important person. I mean, access to classified material. I don't know, we'll have to go through the usual channels. Anyway, regardless of his position, can you imagine what the popular press are going to make of this?
Yeah, I can.
Well, I want to protect the widow. I've got Rex Snaith sniffing around downstairs.
Well, if your Mr. Lodge worked in Whitehall, it's 10 to 1 he signed the Official Secrets Act.
Mr. Lodge is dead. Selina de Sard is very much alive, and she could be attracted to the publicity.
Well, you're going to have to convince her otherwise, aren't you? Might draw her attention to the alternatives. Lean on her.
Snaith?
Lean on him, too.
Thank you.
Maggie, don't go. I got some problems, too.
Look, you're not going to be obstructive, are you? Because if you are, I shall go right over your head, OK?
Inspector Forbes.
I'll call you back.
Still at the fumbling stage, hmm?
Well, I have a dossier here.
Dossier? Not very French. Parlez-vous français?
Un peu, a little.
Ah, little has been known to go a long way. What do I call you?
Well, strictly speaking,
I
you
can't
have...
call you that.
My first name's Peter.
And the DS?
Detective Sergeant?
Not de Sard. Well, Peter Phillips, DS standing in for DI. Since you have a penchant for abbreviations, I shall call you Pee-wee. And you shall call me Selina. Agreed? Relax. I'm not going to eat you.
Could be a hoax.
Could be.
Are you worried? I mean, are you seriously worried?
The more I listen to that, the more worried I become. Anyway, be warned. Take precautions.
No dark alleys.
Not unless you got one of the lads with you.
Or a gun.
Or a gun.
Well, have we dealt with all your problems now?
All bar one.
I am talking of freedom, Pee-wee. Freedom to live out your fantasies.
Mr. Lodge was found bound and gagged, hanging upside down in a
You're
wardrobe.
confusing the issue.
I am?
I talk of liberty, and you toss that aside and start talking of license. I mean, who grants this license? The licensee?
Well, look, I was simply trying to point out...
No, don't interrogate me, Pee-wee. I'll confess. I'm licentious, and I don't give a damn. I've no time for hypocrites. Boundaries, limitations. Who is it that sets these so-called boundaries?
Parliament?
Perverted politicians. If I wish to raise the lid...
Are you a member of any political organisation?
No, but I vote Conservative.
Do you mind if I smoke?
You do realise that's bad for your health.
This WPC hanky, is she reliable?
I think so.
Oh, when she says black leather slip-ons, male, size 8 or 9, it narrows the field. It can't be a beat man, not with shoes like that.
Nope.
It could be one of ours. Or a civilian worker, or someone from outside.
It's unlikely.
You think it's one of ours? What are they saying upstairs?
They're making noises.
Well, it is customary to call in an outside agency.
Nope.
You've informed CIB too.
It's our mess. We'll clear it up. We're just getting over the stink from the Slater episode, not having the
Bill,
office
you've got
to...
no choice.
When it comes to resigning, you don't hold a monopoly, you know.
Point taken.
Anyway, I've got the glimmerings of an idea. I'll talk to you about it later.
You ever heard of sensory overload?
Mm-hmm.
You know what it means?
It means you've got more problems you can cope with.
Right.
Don't worry. You'll cope.
Selina, correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Willingly.
You see, I'd like to feel you're,
Yes?
more human than you let on.
You make me sound like the bionic woman. Apart from my credit cards, there's not a scrap of plastic about my person.
Look, I wish you'd take me seriously.
I'd take you anywhere.
You're making this very difficult for me.
No, you're making it difficult for yourself. In my experience, men invariably do.
Sergeant Phillips still engaged?
If he's not already married. Yeah, he's been in there a long time.
PB, what is it you want?
I'm looking for a little...
With this one? Yeah.
Well, I won't, do I? But I mean, anyway, I saw you in the night, so I thought, oh my God, you got caught in the action, didn't you?
Now then, ladies, I need some information. Ah. That's not very helpful now, is it?
Do you intend to talk to the press?
The press?
How about a simple yes or no?
Why should I talk to the press?
Well, not for amusement, obviously.
Certainly not.
For money?
I could take offence.
And I could start reading the riot act.
I don't know what you mean.
Don't you?
Suddenly lost all control. Oh, I'll never forgive myself.
You will. In time.
Look, this is ridiculous. I've told you I'm guilty.
And I've told you, Mrs. Drake, we haven't charged you. There is no charge.
As yet.
Look, we're seeking information.
I know you are, and I'm not denying anything. Look, whatever you decide, whatever you accuse me of, I'll agree. I mean, I'll plead guilty. It's enough, isn't it? I'll plead guilty.
He's a crafty bugger.
Wasn't too clever sneaking into the WPC's restroom, was he? That's hanging offence.
Could mean he's getting desperate.
You hope he's going to slip up?
We got a little something planned for him, yeah. You ask around?
Well, I made a few discreet inquiries downstairs. It's amazing these days how people don't seem to miss a fiver, even a tenner. Like you say, he's crafty. He never takes it all, just part of it. Any luck?
We're working on it.
All right. All right, Jake.
Dave. I don't get it.
Don't get what?
Lass from Dulwich Hill, Marjorie. Marjorie Drake, she's... I don't know, she's strange. And when I got there...
Where?
Selina's place. She locked herself in a bathroom. Had to force the door. She's on the floor, curled up in a corner, white as a sheet.
Well, the man had died. You're breaking down the door. She's probably entitled.
I always boast I can spot a Tom a mile off. This one, Marjorie, can't place her.
Any fall?
None. None at all.
You checked?
First thing. Look, she's ready to snap. I couldn't lean on her. She's too nice, somehow.
She attracts...
Telephone number. Yeah, all right. Give us a minute, I'll kick it around, see what I can come up with.
So, according to the plan, Jake wins this money.
Yeah, which the governor provides.
Marked.
Ultraviolet.
Yeah. And then you let it be known.
Oh, broadcast it.
Yeah, I'm sure you will. Well, how does it work? How do you manage the win?
Well, I wait till 2 o'clock. I go and see Joe.
Booking.
Correct. Ask him what won at 1 o'clock and at 1:30. So I got 2 winners, yeah?
It's cheating.
That's right.
Am I supposed to be in on this?
You will definitely be invited to the celebrations.
Oh, will there be booze?
Will there be booze? Be booze by the bucketful, old son.
Ah.
Mrs. Lodge, you've come to see D.I. Forbes.
I'm sorry?
Detective Inspector Forbes, she's a policewoman.
Oh.
Mrs. Lodge,
Yes.
couldn't have overhearing. My name's Snaith, Greg Snaith. I'm a reporter, a journalist. Is it possible for us to have a word?
Not now, Mr. Snaith, if you don't mind.
Sergeant.
WPC Hankey will escort you upstairs, madam.
Thank you.
Mrs. Lodge, I do apologise for having to drag you through those formalities, and I would like to extend my sympathy and say if there was anything I could have done to avoid adding to your misery, I would have. Believe me.
Thank you. Did you rehearse that speech?
Did I what?
It sounded so natural and so false. The last thing I need, Inspector, is sympathy. By the time the funeral's over, I shall have received more of that than I can bear. You really shouldn't look quite so shocked. After all, I'm the bereaved widow who's discovered suddenly and tragically after all these years that she's been married to a pervert.
Mrs. Drake's telephone number.
You could have phoned that through.
I know. But I got Mr. Snaith downstairs listening to every word now this way.
It's safe. All right, thanks, Dave.
Right.
Oh, by the way, Jake's going to be having a small celebration sometime this afternoon.
Has this promotion come through, then?
No, he's had a double come up.
When?
Well, there are a couple of races haven't been run yet.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Jean.
Thank you. I've a feeling that I'll recover from the shock of my husband's death rather quicker than you, Inspector.
Yes, I don't doubt it.
I feel as though I should be comforting you.
Yes, it's strange.
No, thanks. You don't know me.
No, I don't know you. I don't owe you anything, but I did go out of my way to try and protect you.
From what?
From pain.
You're very noble.
Noble? No, but I do spend part of my working day reminding myself that I'm a very small part of the human race. If I didn't, I think I'd be in danger.
Of what?
Of losing all faith in what I call human nature.
Has anyone ever suggested to you
What?
that you've been in your job too long?
Yes, many times.
You should think about it.
I do.
Yes. Well, if you've got no further need of me...
Tell me about your husband.
I had thought that I was marrying a man with ambition, a man capable of carving a career for himself and providing a lifestyle for me.
You just sued him.
For what?
Deception.
You're being flippant.
Why didn't you divorce him?
None of your damn business.
Oh, dear. Touched you on a raw spot.
Is that all?
As regards the inquest,
Yes.
will you be attending?
Will the press be there?
If the word gets out, yes.
You weren't thinking of suppressing evidence, Inspector, were you?
On what grounds?
Why, humanitarian, naturally.
No.
Then may I assume that this interview is over?
You may.
I'm sure you've got a lot more questions that you're simply burning to ask.
Lots.
Like, was Lionel insured?
Was he?
Heavily. I made sure of that. You satisfied?
No. But I trust you will be.
Oh, don't concern yourself about me.
I will try not to.
But spare a thought, won't you? For a poor widow woman, all alone in the south of France.
I'll see you at the inquest.
I think not.
Oh, change your mind?
Change of plans. I'm much too overwrought to attend an inquest. All those questions. All those skeletons in all those cupboards. No, I think I'll beg leave of absence on humanitarian grounds.
I'll see you off the premises.
Oh, no need, Inspector.
I insist, Mrs. Lodge.
We've got a double up. Big party, all right? Spread the word.
Jake, would you mind escorting Mrs. Lodge downstairs?
Not at all. I'm about to collect. Winnings.
Oh, what a coincidence. So am I.
Good. Mrs. Lodge.
All right, look, I know you've got problems and I don't care. Look, just pull your finger out, will you, for once, for me?
Miss Selina was almost worth 10 of her.
You're right.
Pete, do me a favour, find me an aspirin, would you?
Sure, some coffee?
Yes, please.
Black?
Blacker the better.
Hey, look, go sit, I'll fetch.
Terrible way to live, despising someone.
Thou art most rich, being poor, most choice forsaken, and most loved, despised.
He was wrong.
What's happening?
Not a lot.
Any what?
No, not yet, sir.
We're about to celebrate.
How much we win?
178 quid.
And how much we spend?
Quitting, supermarket, cut price. Come and have a knees up.
Come on, you are. I'll force myself, I'll get in the mood.
Better show Willie.
I've got an appointment at 5.
I know.
And I...
All right, folks, that's it. Celebration over. Come on, drink up, back to work.
Sir. I'll, let's see before.
Well,
It paid off.
how much missing?
20.
You sure?
He's taken a tenner, a fiver, and 5 ones.
PC Hanky lost £30, right?
How much did we collect?
Yeah, 43.
Oh, made a profit.
Easy come, easy go.
We'll make up shortfall, pay for the whiskey.
Let's get started, shall we?
May as well start with CID first. Chalky white.
Fine. Give me a minute and then wheel him in.
I've got to go.
Yeah.
I don't envy you.
Good luck.
Let's get this over and done with. Governor wants a word with you. Come on, pull yourself together.
Oh, Christ.
On your feet. Come on, Chalky.
Listen, Governor, they'll tell you.
They'll tell me what?
They'll tell you the problems I've had. Tell you. He's living there with her, the other geezer. You'd think that'd be enough, wouldn't you? But no, every other day there's another phone call, more cash, more cash. I'm sorry. I mean it. I apologise to everyone from the... It was wrong, I know, but I was under pressure. On my life, I was going out of my brain.
You're suspended from duty, as from now. You will not enter this or any other police station as from now. That clear? I'm having a warrant sworn out. After these two officers escorted you home, they'll conduct a search of your premises. Get him out of here.
Pete, stick him in the car, keep an eye on him.
What is it?
There's something I have to do. Need a minute, okay?
Yeah, you say so. Come on, Chuck. Come on.
Yeah. I want a word with Mrs. Drake.
Every day, waking up with the same thought. I must be the first to collect the mail. If it's another bill, I'll hide it. I won't let him see it. Won't add to the misery. God, those bills. Everything mounting up. Mortgage, gas, electricity, telephone. What am I going to tell him?
What you just told me.
Yeah, look, you've unscrambled it. No, don't send it. Look, do me a favour, play it back. Yes, over the phone. Look, that's enough. Thank you. I'll get back to you. You all right?
What happened?
Someone tried to run you over.
Oh.
Old mucker of yours.
Thought we'd seen the last of you.
I'm like the proverbial pussycat. 9 lives.
You just wasted a couple.
You worried about me, Gov?
Let's say I'll be less worried after we got you all tucked up.
For what?
Attempted murder.
Attempted murder? Leave it out. I spotted an old colleague, took my hand off the wheel to wave, and the bloody car went into a skid. I don't bear malice.
Don't you?
But I've got a brief who's about as friendly as an adder. He'll sue you for wrongful arrest.
Got your voice on tape, Jack. A lot of threats.
Not my voice, Gov.
I think the experts know what they're talking about.
They're not talking about me, I can assure you.
You ever heard of a voice print? We got one. I'll see you in court.
Don't bank on it.
What are you? Some sort of animal?
Send him out. Sometimes I think I must be crazy. When they get round to weighing me off, what'll it be worth?
2 years.
With full remission, I'll do 1. Open prison. It'll be a rest cure.
They don't like policemen in there.
Ex-policeman.
Watch your back. Brown.
Is it undercover?
Jake, you interested?
Well, I'm allergic to blue serge.
Pete?
Yeah. Count me in, sir.
Maggie?
I'm listening.
Okay. I'll get around in and we'll talk.
What is it?